Hello, didn't see you there. My name is TJ, aka Greedy Mix Edie. I am a fat, queer, non-binary burlesque performer based in Belfast, from Belfast. Have always been in Belfast, love a bit of Belfast. I perform all over the show, anyone that will let me whap a ditty or two out on a stage. I love makeup. I love the process of complete transformation. So I thought today I would bring you a simple at-home transformation. Everything I use makeup wise isn't full on stage makeup because that is expensive. So I try and do things as cheaply and effectively as I can. So what I've done already is popped on my foundation. I use just a Rimmel foundation, sort of a medium coverage because I use concealer under my eyes and then I've got bronzer on. But I don't like anything that's too heavy a coverage. I typically will either powder my face and setting spray it, or I will powder, setting spray, then hairspray. Never hairspray your face. Don't listen to me. Don't follow that advice. Never do it. However, I'm big, I'm fat, I'm very sweaty. So when I'm performing, I need that coat of hairspray to keep everything on. You won't need that because I'm hoping that you will recreate this look to go to the likes of Tesco's, B&Q to get some succulents. You could be heading down for a socially distant drink in Ormeau Park. You could be just sitting in the back garden. You could be cutting the grass at the front garden. There's very many options because I know we're very limited in actual social options right now. So for me, this is the glam I am doing to sit on my butt and have a cup of tea. So yeah, let's get into this. I love YouTube videos. I've been on YouTube. I'm 27. I've watched a lot of makeup tutorials and every makeup tutorial I've ever watched is buzzing through my head. So I'm going to steal all of their lines during this. So if you'd like to comment down below, subscribe, click the bell for notifications and everything else I can fit in. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to go from a normal egg to a sparkly egg in the next hopefully 10 minutes. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. So foundation is on, bronzer is on, concealer is on. The next step for me is freckles. So I have natural freckles, but they're very, very pale. I love a good freckle look. So I cheat the system. So step one is going to be cheating the freckle system. Hiya, was that seamless? We'll wait a second for the colours to come back up. So the tools you're going to need for the freckles are a gel eyebrow product. So I use the Revolution one because it's about £4. It's wonderful. I use the same colour for my freckles as my eyebrows. I also use a little stabby device. So I don't recommend anything actually stabby. Sorry, are you ready? This is going to be my favourite bit. Can you see it? This just makes me so happy. So I just use this little tiny, it's actually the top of a flag from one of the routines that I have done. I use a little American flag as little Edie herself. So this is the top of one of the flags. I have to show it like a proper beauty YouTuber. And I basically use this tiny tool in the eyebrow stuff to stab at my face. So I will show you now. So again, apologies because I don't kind of know where to look to do this. So what I am going to think is going to happen is the camera might not pick up if I sit too close, actually. Because a lot of this looks quite subtle while it's being done until it's kind of finished. So for me, I kind of concentrate in where you would get natural freckles, but a bit more like cutesy natural freckles, if that makes sense. Hiya. TJ from the future would like to issue an apology from TJ for TJ from the past. TJ in the future recognises and acknowledges that they spent a long time speaking on the topic of drawing freckles on your face, when in fact you didn't need to speak for 5 minutes about drawing freckles on your face. So please watch me draw freckles on my face and then realise that I needed to apply my highlighter before finishing the freckles. One of my favourite products. So what I will do is just put it on the high points of my cheeks. Once again, I talk a lot of rubbish about highlighter. When you're literally just a face and 2 eyebrows, is it not the most terrifying thing? But anyway, so that is eyebrows filled in, drawn right out to the sides of my face to the point they could probably meet each other around the back and match. The next step is eyeshadow. So most of the time, because I love ginger hair, so if you ever see me perform, I wear mostly a ginger wig all of the time because I am naturally ginger. I am always normally bald. I have a little mullet going on at the minute, but I normally don't have a lot of hair. So I like to wear a lot of wigs, and typically I wear a ginger wig. So for me, for the colour of wig I like to wear, also for the outfits I normally go for and the colours I wear as costumes, I like quite a bronzy eye. I kind of want to look like Brody Dahl in the 90s, or just anyone in the 90s with that good dirty orange eye. So my favourite thing for a good dirty orange eye is this thing, which is broken. This is from Makeup Revolution. It is £4. It is definitely a complete rip-off of a much more expensive palette from a different brand. However, £4. It's called the Neutrals 2. This is going to be backwards, so there's no point in me trying to focus, despite really wanting to. So, as you can see, you can probably see the ones which are my favourite. So what I normally do is use this colour and pop this all over my eye with, that was my chair, a thicker brush. So my brush just happens to be dirty in the same colour. So, just that's us. The next thing I will do is take some kind of like shorter, stubbier brush. A terrible YouTuber. This is better. Is this better? Short, stubby brush, and I will take a darker shade. So for me, I just use this one. So I'm going down to this bad boy, and this is going to be in the crease. So I have very hooded eyes, which means when my eyes are open, you don't see a lot of color unless I take it up quite high. So what I do is use the darker color on the outside to blend that up and take it higher. Again, swinging it around underneath the eye. That's a very technical term, by the way. All makeup artists will say that they're swinging it around underneath the eye. Swing it on the other side. Just, again, not being really, really precise or neat. It's really intense, sorry. But just making it as even as I can. This one isn't slightly as high. And you can see I end up with very little space between eyebrow and eye colour. But again, hooded eyes, that is what works for me. So what I want to do is just continue to pack, because I'm going quite grungy with today's look, continue to pack eyeshadow underneath. And again, not having to be so precise because there's going to end up being glitter on top of this and a lot of eyeliner, which is my next step after this. But that's kind of it, really, for my eyeshadow. I'll then go... Hiya. So, we're now at my favourite part of my face, which is eyeliner. The one I currently use is a beautifully overpriced one. However, it is very, very wonderful. It is by Too Faced. It is called the Better Than Something eyeliner, which goes with a beautiful mascara. But I just prefer, so this is a felt tip eyeliner. I have tried all of the eyeliners. I was a scene kid and an emo kid. I have been perfecting a winged eyeliner since I was 14. I have tried all types of eyeliner. I just find pen easiest. So what I'm going to do is use my little handheld, I say little, it's a humongous handheld mirror that was about £2 in Primark, and just start the shape. So because I wear very, very big eyelashes, which I'm going to see in a minute, what I find and what a lot of performers will do is do quite a substantial eyeliner, because number one, it makes it way easier for us to put on lashes, and number two, it just, for me, the main focus of my face and the main drama that I want to have is my eyeliner, so I just make that the focal point. So again, that's why I'm not so concerned if my eyeshadow isn't perfectly blended, because this bad boy is going to cover most of it. So I'm going to try and do this as much as I can show. What you're witnessing now is what I would like to call from the future the moment in which I realised it's very incredibly difficult to show you doing eyeliner whilst trying to do eyeliner, and me feeling miserably at that. But this is how this works. So connect the dots, fill it in. This is very hard to do and talk about. So what I might do is finish this eye and then come back and have a wee chat. I could take off down a runway right now with the size of these wings, but it's fine, it's show makeup. So, sorry if the explanation part of that was a bit pants, but it is very, very hard when you're trying to hold your breath and do eyeliner and explain what you're doing. So basically, draw your line on the top of your eyelid as thick as you want to begin with. Then, as you saw, I drew the line. This is very unfocused. This is a disaster. There we go. So draw your line to the end point, so the furthest point that you would like it to go, and then it's literally connect the dots and fill it in, which is why I love a pen, because it's very easy to do very small brush strokes until you fill in the whole space. This one I find dries very quickly as well, so it's not something that you're waiting. I kind of just fan it over and it's dry pretty swiftly anyway. So next step, what I want to do, excuse me, is grab my mascara. So this is the Better Than Something mascara that goes with the eyeliner. Santa Claus is very good to me this year. And I want to sit back. Where's the focus on this? So what I do then now is apply the only bit of mascara that I'm going to apply, because the eyelashes will take over, but you might see that with foundation and powder and things, hiya. So I hope this isn't becoming too long. We're nearly there. So the next step for me is lashes. I've also overlined my lips while I was waiting on my mascara to dry, because why not? My favourite eyelashes right now are these bad boys. These bad boys are the Fern McCann Calabasas Crush Dramatic Eyelashes with eyelash glue from the Pound Shop. Yep, they are 1 whole pound and I love them. Do not use this glue on your eyes, however, because I cannot imagine good things come from cheap ass eyelash glue. So what I do is I wear my eyelashes quite a lot because I clean them after use. I'm not that gross, although I'm very filthy. So these ones I've used 3 or 4 times. I have cleaned in between, but the first thing with eyelashes, if it's ones that you've never worn before, you need to measure them to the length of your eye. So taking them off the packet, sorry, these are hard to see, I just give them like a little wiggle just to get the shape of them. And then obviously these ones are going to fit because I've worn them previously. They're not sitting on properly at all, but just measuring up against your eye to make sure they are the right length. Then I use my actual eyelash glue. So this is just from Eyeliner, I believe. Just putting this on. With eyelashes, the key thing for me is to ensure that your eyelash glue goes edge to edge. Sorry, I can't look in the camera and look at this, but make sure it goes edge to edge. Not too thick a coat, but enough glue. Then you're going to want to give it kind of 30 seconds to a minute to get tacky. So what you'll notice is the eyelash glue is kind of clear white blue when it's on. So it's very damp at the minute. Just give that a wee shake, kind of 30 seconds to a minute, just till it gets tacky, because what I find is if I put on the eyelashes too early, they want to, excuse me, slide off your eyes. So you need to give them a minute just so the glue kind of starts to dry, but doesn't actually properly begin to dry, if that makes sense. So you just sit here and vigorously shake an eyelash for a wee while. Where did I put the mirror? So once we've done that, I am going to try and do this so you can see it also. Place the eyelash. So what I do is when I have it on, I mean, would you look at that? When I have it on where I want it to go, I'm going to leave it here for 30 seconds, let it dry slightly more. And then with just a pinching motion, I literally pinch my own lashes into the fake lashes, just snip, snip, snip the whole way along, because that just makes everything a bit more secure. And I've never, touch wood, had an eyelash fall off. So what I'm going to do is disappear for 30 seconds, put on the other eyelash and get back to you. Hey, yeah. I just love a good lash. Like, you see, as soon as the lash is on, what I find, especially when you're doing like performance makeup or heavier makeup than you're used to, each element that you do, you're like, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then the closer you get, when the eyelashes are on, for me, that's a really good sign that I'm just going to love myself, really, quite frankly, because I'm a ride. So this next bit, you can do this either way around. Most people do it before their eyelashes because you don't want to get glitter all over the lashes. So the next step is glitter. Just getting some into the lid. So I love these Stargazer glitter shakers. They are about £2 each. You can get them in Fresh Garbage in Belfast City Centre. You can get them online. I'm going to go back in again with some of the eyelash glue, but this time just pop it on to my eyelids. That's why I always recommend getting a nicer eyelash glue, because I end up using it to stick things to my face quite a lot, and I just want to know that I'm not going to burn the eyes out of my sockets with cheap glue. So what I do again for my kind of a hooded shape, just press in the lash, is I'm going to apply the glue not right into the inner corner, again, because that could end up hurting, but just in the first sort of third of my eye, in like a semicircle shape. So this might not be very visible for you guys, but there is glue there. Then what I do is take a flat brush. This is hard to do one eye. And then into the glitter. And you're going to want to pack your glitter. There she is. Pack your glitter onto the glue. So the glitter you probably, how many times am I going to say glitter? The sparkly stuff in the tub that you saw me just use, you will notice is very peach in the tub, but it's a beautiful duochrome, which means like georeflective, that has green in it. And I just find that the green and the peach picks up so nicely with the colors that I use. So just going to tap that in. Another hint or tip is, just if you notice, you can see that I've got glitter down on my face, I like to use just a super big fluffy brush, just quite vigorously on my face to remove that. But I mean, look at the difference in the eyeballs. It's just so flippin' pretty. So I'm gonna run away, I'm gonna do the other eye. Then the next step is lipstick. So what I might actually do is I'll just do the lipstick now, show you guys that going on, and then come back with two glittery eyes. So again, because of the colors that I'm choosing, fluffing my face, I am using a very similar to my eyeshadow color of lipstick. That's why I normally use a really nude lip liner, because I don't always know at the beginning what lipstick color I'm going to use at the end. So literally just colouring over the overdrawn shape that I did earlier. Right out to the corners, don't be scared. I didn't say this is a matte lipstick. This is a matte lipstick because I just find that, again, for performing, it lasts longer. It's nice and slightly more sweat proof, and you can always add gloss or glitter afterwards. So lipstick is on, same color as my eyes. Keep it all matchy matchy. We're gonna go pop glitter on the other eye, and then we're done. This is my show face. So what I want to do is all finishing touches to my face, and then I'm going to come back at you with a wig, with a bit of glam, and show you the final product. Are you not excited to see what one more piece of glitter is going to look like? Because I'm excited to show you that. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, yeah, I didn't see you there. So we have reached our final destination. You are at your final stop of this journey. We have a wig. This is an Annabelle Wigs wig, very inexpensive. She very pretty though. We have a finished look. We have some beautiful earrings with the mantra "Eat the Rich" on them, because now more than ever, eating the rich is one of my top priorities. So, bit of leopard print, bit of wig, bit of earrings, and a final makeup look to show you guys. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was in any way helpful to any of you out there that want to give it a go. All I can say is give it a bloody go. So use whatever you have in the house. You don't need to have the fanciest, most expensive makeup in the world. Makeup Revolution is going to be your best friend because she's cheap as chips. But anything that you have already is probably fine and good to have a go with. A huge thank you to the Northern Ireland Mental Health Arts Festival for asking me to do this. I hope they like this. I hope this is what y'all were after. But yeah, thank you for letting me feel my oats and fulfill my YouTube beauty guru fantasies for the last, I'm sorry, this is quite a long video. I'm going to say it's going to be about 10-15 minutes, but I can't do this in 5 minutes. I can't go from normal egg to sparkly egg in just a 5-minute time frame. Do you know what I mean? So that's us. In the light, she sparkles, she glows. Wee bit of glitter in the top lip as well, just for the lights to pick it up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to the Northern Ireland Mental Health Arts Festival for letting me be a part of this project. Please continue to support every Wednesday and see a whole heap of beautiful videos on a whole bunch of different crafty topics and chatty topics. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I have been Greedy Mix Edie, and nighty night.